Greetings, my name is Mark Schaefer. I'm the proud superintendent of the Thompson School District, and today I'm on location at beautiful Berthoud High School. Today we're going to be interviewing Kevin Clark, who serves as our Director of Athletics and Activities for the Thompson School District. Good morning. I'm joined with Kevin Clark, who's our Director of Athletics and Activities here in the Thompson School District. Kevin, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your position?
You bet. So this is my 15th year in the district. This is my third year serving as our Director of Athletics and Activities. I spent 9 years as a track and cross-country coach and teacher within the district, and 3 years as the athletic director at Loveland High School.
Thanks, Kevin. Tell us specifically about your job. So as the Director of Athletics and Activities, what are your primary responsibilities?
So I get to oversee 4 high schools, athletics and activities, as well as 7 middle schools. And when you think of athletics and activities, it is a vast array of different things, different leagues that we are affiliated with, and different organizations through activities. And it's one of the best jobs within our district.
So Kevin, today we are at beautiful Berthoud High School, home of the Spartans. And I know Berthoud High School has really seen quite a few upgrades in terms of their athletic facilities and their grounds. Can you talk a little bit about some of the work that's been done here at Berthoud High School?
Yeah, exclusive to athletics and activities. First, thank you to the community for passing the bond of 2018, and because of that, some of the things that we get to see on Friday nights are the new field turf playing surface for football and soccer, as well as a new resurfaced track and new Musco lighting that was just installed at the end of July.
That's great. And I know throughout the district, we've also seen improvements and upgrades in some of our facilities as well, especially around athletics. Can you talk a little bit about some of those improvements?
Yeah, so we've been fortunate enough to resurface our tracks at Mountain View High School, Loveland High School, Turner Middle School. We've got some other ones lined up to hopefully get going next summer. As well as this field turf that it's just given our students the opportunity to be on a high quality playing surface for practices, for competitions. We were able to install one of those at Ray Patterson Stadium, as well as Mountain View High School. Mountain View High School is home to our district soccer stadium, and we had a great partnership with FCI constructors and the geometry and construction class at Thompson Valley, and our students built us a press box. And so as that project was going on, we were installing lights at the district soccer facility as well. So now when spectators come, it's got a good stadium feel to it.
So every day I have the opportunity to drive by Ray Patterson Field, and I happen to notice a pretty impressive scoreboard there. Do you want to tell us about that story and how that came about?
Just an unbelievable, to me, just a way that we can make it more engaging for our students and for our fans who attend some of our contests. We're hoping to use this video board with student councils, community movie nights, but we were fortunate enough to have 3 generous sponsors step up over 10 years to help contribute to put that video scoreboard there. It is one of the largest in the state of Colorado, and again, if you've attended a contest at Ray Patterson, the senior nights, the video introductions before the game, it just makes it a more interactive experience.
So I know we've got just a large number of our students who participate in athletics and or activities throughout our secondary programs. We also have activities at our elementaries as schools as well, but let's focus first on secondary. Just in terms of overall participation, and you may not have that exact number or percentage, but can you share with our viewing audience, how robust are our programs in terms of participation? What does it look like really at the secondary level?
Yeah, so between athletics and activities, first thing I'd say it's our number one dropout prevention program we have. We know that our students who are plugged into athletics and activities, their grade point averages on average are about 0.75 higher than our traditional students, as well as our attendance rates. They're just much higher. They're attending class at over 95%. So it's important to get our students involved in athletics and activities, to have a wide range of activities, because we want to attract as many students as possible. We offer over 20 sports, depending on the school site. Some schools we have over 20 and 30 student-led clubs. And again, the whole focus there is to try to get as many students as possible connected to their school.
So we have, as you mentioned, just a large number of athletic opportunities as well as extracurricular or activities. I'm not going to ask you to name all of them, Kevin, but we frequently, and especially around athletics, we break them down by seasons, and there's a fall, a winter, and a spring season. Can you highlight for our audience maybe just a couple of examples of maybe some of the sports that occur in each of the seasons?
You bet. So now we're back to what we're calling our traditional calendar. I am proud to say that season D, which it bled into, actually took up all of June. Last school year, we had a ton of success during that season D. We had a girls golf state championship team. We had a girls individual winner. We had individual state champions at the state track and field meet from Loveland High School and Thompson Valley High School. We had Berthoud High School win a relay in track and field. So now that we're back to season A, we're back to more outdoor sports. Your traditional football and boys soccer, our co-ed cross country. We do have softball, and we have, we've got tennis being played and golf starting to wrap up, as well as our indoor sport. We have gymnastics at Loveland High School, and then volleyball across the district.
And then at the middle school level, they have a fall season as well. Is that right? And
You bet.
What does it look like there?
So we offer 7 sports throughout the middle school season. We have 3 going right now with cross country, volleyball, and swimming and diving.
That's great. Talk to us a little bit about, so there are 3 seasons. Talk to us a little bit about some of the activity offerings at our schools. And so, obviously we have really strong and robust participation in activities as well. What are some of the offerings both at our high school level, middle school level?
Yeah, so I like to view these as essentially an extension of the classroom. Just the culture in Northern Colorado, the arts is so strong. The band, Northern Colorado Honor Band, last year, I can't tell you the number of students. We had probably close to 100 students throughout our district who are honored and selected to be part of that. 2 years ago, the last Colorado marching band season, we had the state champions from Loveland High School a part of that. So our fine arts, our music, our productions, they're some of the best productions you will see. And then to our FBLA, our DECA, our speech and debate programs. Again, we have a rich history of success within those programs. All Americans, state champions, national qualifiers, year in and year out, and it's neat to be a part of that success.
Kevin, tell us a little bit about the philosophy of participation, especially as it pertains to, honestly, athletics or activities. What is the district philosophy around that?
You bet. So our athletics and activities philosophy is we are educational based. We put education at the first and foremost. Participation is a privilege, meaning you've got to get it done in the classroom to take part in our activities and our athletic programs, and just understanding that is the foundation of it. But we also understand that a lot of great lessons and learning takes place outside the walls of the classroom, and that's what we're hoping to do within our athletic and activity settings. Is the classroom might look different, whether it's a playing field or an amphitheater, whatever the setting might be, but we understand our students are learning valuable lessons about life, about themselves, about teamwork in those kind of settings.
We have a lot of proud traditions in our high schools, middle schools as well, elementaries. Talk to us about, we've got just quite a few state champions. I know that you mentioned a few, you had mentioned our marching band, but can you highlight maybe over the last couple years, when we talk about state champions, best in state, talk to us about some of our teams or activities that have enjoyed those honors.
Yeah, so I think right away, going back to that Loveland High School marching band state championship, I know they're excited after their year last year across the state was kind of paused. But, I think back to last year, and we have, back-to-back state championships from our co-ed cheer squad at Thompson Valley. I think of, we had 5 individual state wrestling champions. Loveland High School winning state championships in football in 2018 and then coming back in 2020. within our swimming pool, we've got a strong another area in northern Colorado that the swimming community is strong, and we have individual state champions. Every year, Berthoud High School had their first individual state champion last season, and General Delwart won 2 state titles. So, again, track and field, cross country, swimming, they're just great communities that just have had a long line of success.
Absolutely. I know here in Berthoud, last year they enjoyed a state champion, a Knowledge Bowl team, certainly, which was very, very exciting. And I think they even competed at the national level, and I think might have even taken second in the nation in terms of the size of the school.
Yeah, I know their sponsor, Ted Fabiano. We were fortunate enough to have him join our one of our school board meetings to honor him and his team. But it's exciting to see what they have going here, Knowledge Bowl wise, and to see what this year is going to hold for them.
Yeah, our students, I know Mountain View High School had a number of state and national qualifiers in speech and debate. I want to say FFA, Future Farmers of America, had some state champions as well in some of their activities. So yeah, I think our students do perform really well. Not only in the classroom but out as well in both athletics and activities. It's really, really exciting. Kevin, talk to us a little bit about future. So as we look forward to the future of athletics and activities here in the Thompson School District, what are some of the things that you're working on? What are some of the things that you're thinking about?
Yeah, so I think long-term goals across the district, again, is just kind of a strategic plan around all of our facilities, whether it's upgrades to our gymnasiums, to our playing field. That's the focus. I think there's going to be some community partnerships that need to take place for us to continue to upgrade our facilities. I'm excited this year is the 50th anniversary of Title IX. So I'm excited to work with our communications department, and the first part of 2020, we're going to roll out basically just a long feature of what Title IX is and what it's meant to our female athletic program. So just a few things I'm excited about, looking forward to this school year.
As a district athletic director, I know you're not only very, very involved in the work of the district, of course, but I know you're networked pretty well here in northern Colorado with area athletic directors as well as the state level. Can you talk to us about your advocacy for athletics and activities and maybe some of your involvement at that level?
So I am fortunate right now to be the chair of the Colorado High School Activities Association for the Sports Medicine Committee. I've also served part of the budget, track and field, cross country committees. We do have monthly meetings there as well as our league tie-ins at the high school level. Currently, we're connected to 2 different leagues, and at the middle school, all of our middle schools are part of one league. So it's been a great relationship with the CHASA office, and we look to continue to strengthen that relationship.
So I know activities and athletics look very different, obviously, at the elementary level. As we look at our K-5, and can you talk a little bit about what that looks like? I know just in terms of maybe some participation and maybe some of the offerings that are available at some of our elementaries.
Yeah, so our activities at our elementary school, they kind of vary based on site, and sometimes it's based on the sponsor that is there. We have before and after school running clubs at a lot of our places. We do chess, we have spelling bee. There's just a wide variety of activities, but it goes back to that philosophy of we want to get as many students involved and kind of hooked into that some connection to their school as young as possible.
As a parent or community member, I may be asking myself, well, gee, this sounds terrific. How can I get involved? What are some opportunities? Certainly being a spectator, attending games, but are there other opportunities for either parents to get involved or even community members?
Absolutely. So I would go straight to the site that your student is a part of, and whether it's volunteering as a coach, sometimes it's chaperones that we're looking for, sometimes it's officials, maybe it's a judge for an activity that your student's a part of, maybe it's a volunteer coach. Maybe we could get you certified to become a referee, or get you connected to our transportation department and get you certified to drive a vehicle for our district. But a lot of different ways to get involved, and sometimes it's as easy as keeping a scorebook or taking tickets for the school play or for that volleyball game.
So, Kevin, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time today to tell us a little bit about the athletics and activities programs here in the Thompson School District. And Good stuff. Very interesting. Appreciate the work that you do for our district, and certainly appreciate all the students and our staff that are involved in our program.
Well, it's a pleasure to be a part of your team, Dr. Schaefer, and your vision. And thank you for your time today.
Great. Thank you.